Go ahead. Hey!
I hit the audio only on time.
On time. Hey, how's it going, guys? We've been gone for fucking weeks at this point. This motherfucker works too damn much.
Some of us are pieces of shit.
I think it's been, 3 weeks now? We haven't recorded since we had my friend Rabbi on the podcast. Shout out to you if you ever listen again. That'd be cool. But yeah, so we got a lot of information to cover. The NBA is in the conference finals on both sides. There's anime that's come out that we've been watching. Obviously, we got to talk about Skip, who's been on a rampage. Pro Football Focus makes an appearance this week.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Skip and Bip, the usual. I'm gonna keep the beard back.
What's Chip in charge of? I don't remember. What's
is he the newspaper guy? I don't remember what he does. But Chip does. But does Chip do comics? Maybe he's a comic strip guy. I don't remember what Chip does. We had a whole lore.
We gotta build that
for Chip, Bip, and Skip.
Chip and Skip.
Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing really well. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, if the stream cuts off like weird, we are under a tornado watch, but we're still providing you a service of excellence.
I was a little tired the last 2 weeks, but let's power through a fucking tornado. For you.
Yeah, definitely. But tired is a different thing. All right, so to start off, I'm gonna start with Marlon Humphrey. Okay, this motherfucker tweeted out it might be 2 weeks ago now. Macaroni and cheese is just noodles and cheese, and it's not even good. So I got to beef with Marlon Humphrey now. So
we're as a podcast, we're no longer fans of Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey's on the shit list. How do you not like macaroni and cheese? Also, he said it like cheese was a bad thing, and that's weird.
Is he insinuating that is he talking about homemade mac and cheese? Because that is kind of sketch sometimes.
No, homemade mac and cheese is better than boxed mac and cheese. Obviously.
Did you know that you can buy a cheese powder? I have it at home.
And what do you do with it?
Put it in you can make homemade mac and cheese, but
with the Kraft?
Yeah.
So you just buy elbow noodles and buy Kraft cheese
but
powder?
then you can also put other cheeses.
You can do that with a box too. You're weird.
Yeah, but you can control the amount of cheese.
I thought I had a more food topics on here, but I must not have wrote them down because
you're not allowed to talk about food anyway.
Excuse me?
Fucking jam.
First of all,
strawberry jam.
What's the difference between jam?
No, I'm not doing it again. You've gotten me a few times.
You met Candace?
Huh?
You know Candace? You don't know who I'm talking about?
I'm not following whatever it is. not happening.
Come on, Dag. Work with me. We're providing content. Anyway, so Marlon Humphrey, he's on my shit list. He's not on Skip level, but he's definitely on the list because macaroni and cheese is, first of all, a classic. Second of all,
they opened up in where I'm from. They opened up
where you're from
a mac and cheese ass restaurant, dog.
Oh, really? They opened a bacon one up here, or a grilled cheese one up here too in Mishawaka. Well, I don't live in Mishawaka, but I used to.
Yeah.
Also, if y'all see, how do I?
If that
door,
shuts,
if you see some weird shit happening in this door here,
you know what? We're fighting. Because if I find out your house is haunted and I've been coming over here,
but I didn't know it was haunted, so it's fair.
We're fighting on the way down the steps.
Tumbling and shit. Anyway, so a couple things. Let me see. We'll talk about the anime first.
We'll talk about the animes.
That's our first thing. So you've been
different ones, sir.
Yeah. So we're not gonna know what the other's talking about. But you've been watching Castlevania.
I've been watching Castlevania. I've also been watching
My Hero.
My Hero.
I'm really proud of you for getting through My Hero. You're on season 2. You liking it so far?
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love to hear that. And I will say this: it gets better. So that's cool.
Deku can go fuck himself.
He gets better, but it takes a while growing. Obviously, Bakugo's the best character.
Is he like My Hero's version of Sasuke?
No, he's My Hero's version of Naruto.
Who, Deku?
Yeah.
Bakugo? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No, Bakugo is his own thing. There's no comp to Bakugo.
He's such a fucking douche. He's a douche canoe.
You don't like Bakugo?
Leave Deku alone.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Leave Deku alone.
Bakugo's the best character.
No, for sure no. The fucking half ice
Todoroki
guy is fucking sick, bro.
Did you get through the
first leg when Deku finishes? And I started it.
What is that called? The event, the sporting event?
Yeah, where they're showing off all their powers and whatnot.
When they're flying, there's the race is the first leg.
When old boy uses the fucking piece of the robot which was fucking badass.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, and then did you get through the fight?
No,
Okay.
I'm on that episode where they're about to all team up.
No, okay, there's a team up, but I mean the actual 1v1s.
So did they just copy off Naruto? Is that what's going on?
No, but every anime copies off every other anime.
I am getting severe Naruto vibes off this right now.
Well, you're gonna get Naruto vibes off of just about any modern anime you watch. First of all,
because it's the GOAT.
Second of all, every anime has a tournament arc. It's like the most popular arc.
They're in school. that go somewhere. They're doing a tournament. How is that literally not fucking Naruto?
The Chunin exams?
Yeah.
Because it's...
Where'd they get that from then? If they copied off of it.
Do you know who they copied it from?
No, I don't.
Dragon Ball Z.
No.
Yeah. Dragon Ball, actually, that came out in the 80s, had 3 tournament arcs, by the way.
That's how old Dragon Ball is?
Dragon Ball's old as fuck. Dragon Ball Z finished airing in Japan in 95 and didn't come to the States until like 2000.
It's still going on in here. It's not really.
I think
anyway,
hey,
My Hero, really good.
Yeah, My Hero's great. And I
was nervous after Attack on Titan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, if this motherfucker sets me up again.
Okay, first of all, you like Attack on Titan now, which we haven't talked about since you finished it. Since you finished what's out.
Yeah, we have. Haven't we?
Because last time it was Rabbi, and we didn't talk about it.
I mean, I don't really have anything to say.
You like it now, first of all.
Yeah, but like, I don't have anything to say about what's going on right now because I don't fucking know what's going on right now.
I do, and I finished it, and...
Should I or should I not have a boner? And if I do have a boner, should I strap it down?
You ask an intriguing question, friend. Here's the problem. Parts of the show I liked, you didn't like. So I don't want to spoil or even lean which way I enjoyed the ending.
Again,
or if I enjoyed the ending.
After they finally told you what the fuck was going on.
I know, but I'm saying, but I
was all about it.
I think it gives credence to the stuff that happened before. Anyway,
although their motives right now are kind of weak.
Whose?
You're literally gonna make everybody sterile.
You mean Zeke?
Yeah.
Zeke and old boy?
Yeah.
Aaron?
Yeah. Aaron, by the way, it might have the best turnaround in anime history because he is a fucking douchebag in the beginning, and then he shows up as an adult, and you're like, my dick can't be any harder.
He is aggressive. He don't give 2 fucks. Bro, he shows up and murks the entire island of Marley almost by himself.
But the fact that he waited for old boy to declare war before he fucking did, and I doubt he did that on purpose.
Yes, he did. You could hear him talking.
But yeah, but that was that was fucking perfect timing, bro. But still, that was dope. Anyway. You want me to talk about Castlevania?
Please talk about. Well, we talked about My Hero. Now we're gonna talk about Castlevania.
Disclaimer: I've never played any of the games.
Me either.
So for what I'm about to say,
strictly anime only.
Is anime only.
How far are you in?
I'm in the last season.
Oh wow!
It's fucking phenomenal. Yeah, bro. It's so good. It's so bloody. So good.
Is Castlevania about Dracula?
Dracula is in it. Yes, he is.
Is he the main?
He is the main. I don't want to spoil anything.
Right, don't spoil.
He is the main villain.
And it's Simon. And Simon's one of the main characters. No.
Trevor. Oh. Trevor Belmont.
I was trying to think of the games. That's all.
Trevor Belmont.
Okay.
And then there's a couple. There's a girl. I don't remember how to say her name, so I'm not going to butcher it.
Right.
And there's another character.
It's on Netflix, right?
That I literally cannot say his name because it will ruin who he is.
Okay. Fine.
So I can't say who he is, but he's dope as shit too. It's
really liking it.
It's really good, bro.
I'll have to check it out. What am I watching right now?
It's literally. It's like I said. All I knew about Castlevania was it's Dracula.
Right. It's vampires.
There's a castle, and the castle isn't as important
as you thought.
It's not as important. Like it's not I imagine in the game it's like the driving force. In this, it's just a thing.
Sure. I've heard good things about it. I've seen some clips that look
bloody
awesome.
as. If you think Attack on Titan is bloody, this is bloody as fuck. And I don't mean like people drinking blood. I mean cutting people in half, and I'm talking the long way. Fucking blood and guts. Horses die.
I like where you're going with this blood. It's getting kind of stormy outside, and I also have to keep an eye out for the child and also tornado sirens.
So if we just go, that's why.
Or even if you hear the ringing and we're not in front of the camera, we went to the basement. I'm kind of glad we were upstairs though. It's shorter to get squished.
True.
Because the anime I watched, I've been hearing about it for months, bro. About how
Invincible,
awesome.
Yeah?
Invincible. I've been hearing for months about how cool that show is.
You sent me that clip when he just motherfucks all them superheroes.
Yeah, I didn't mean to send that to you.
And I watched it, and I was like, this is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, so it doesn't slow down.
That's all it is? Does he have a motive?
Okay, let me put this.
Does he have a motive?
Or
is he just fucking over it? And
I don't want to give anything.
Does he go like full Superman in Injustice?
Here's what it is, and here's what I want you to understand. Before I really want you to watch it. I think you'll love it, and you have Amazon Prime.
It's good, right?
It's good. Here's what you need to do off rip before you go, and it took me like the full first episode and they're 45-minute episodes.
Oh shit!
They're like long, yeah, and they're 8 episodes, so it's an investment. It's really good. Okay. So what's a step down from Great Value? Because that's Walmart brand. We're talking like Aldi brand Justice League, okay? And you got to get through.
You ever seen a knockoff of a knockoff? That's what this is.
Yeah, you got to, because I went into it and it pissed me off that I'm watching the Justice League, but they're ass.
I think it's a cheeky little. I think they're doing that on purpose.
Good. Now, Invincible's a comic.
Yeah, but
it's an actual legitimate thing.
They all die on purpose. And I think that's why they're whack as shit. Because like you get Superman. If Superman,
they're all there.
So Superman and Goku had a baby. That's this guy, right?
No, not at all. But it's more like, so check it out. There's a Johns, the Martian Manhunter. There's one of those. There's the Green Lantern, but it's a girl and it's a ghost. There's Batman, but he's Nighthawk and he looks.
So they clearly did this on purpose.
You can't.
You would have literally had to have. So many things would have had to line up to be an accident. Is what you're saying.
I hate the fake Justice League. It pisses me off. So like I had to just come to grips. I'm like, this is a different thing. Don't compare fucking Wonder Woman to War Woman.
But it's hard if they're literally clearly that's what they are.
So it was rough for me, but he does do some shit, and that it's bloody like that. There's some fight dog. You remember Long People? Yeah. Do you remember Happy Tree Friends? Did you watch that as a kid?
No.
Okay, Happy Tree Friends I watched as a kid, and I was trying to. This is what it is. So Happy Tree Friends is like essentially these animals, woodland creatures. They look like sweet cartoon characters, and it's bloody, just violent murder. The whole show.
Okay.
And that's what this is. Now, what's cool is...
So that clip that you showed me, is that in the beginning or is that in the end?
It's a good question. You'll have to watch. So, the other thing is, it takes place, right? So, like, I love the arc it goes on because it's a kid in high school. It's this typical thing, but it's really well done. It explains the plight of, like, trying to be a superhero and, like, how would you balance that? And, like, my girlfriend and, like...
So you watch that, but you won't watch The Boys?
The Boys is
literally what The Boys is.
But The Boys is... I know. I'm not saying I'm not going to watch The Boys.
Number one rule, man. Don't be a cunt. When you hear that, it's going to make you laugh so fucking hard. We're not going to die.
The sky's orange, dag. Anyway, hey, right here. Focus.
You know they can't see what we can see.
No, they can't. But
It's getting scary out there.
That's all. But anyway, look, you can see the window. Oh, shit. I've never... That's what I'm talking about. But, it's really well done. Once you get past it being great value superheroes, you'll appreciate it more. There's some twists and turns, lots of blood and guts.
Friends become enemies.
It looks really good. Friends. There's a fucking guy who only shows up in one episode, and I'm in love with him. His name is Battle Beast. He's a fucking lion that carries a fucking mace, and he fucks everybody, dog. Punches holes in people.
Aggressively?
Oh my god, it's brutal.
Does he spit on it?
No.
He's
rude as fuck.
You can't do that.
Really good show. I think you'll enjoy it. I don't think it's like the internet hyped it up way a lot, and I wouldn't put it in the tiers that the internet community was putting into personally. I think it's just a solid watch.
I'm upset that no one's talking about Castlevania.
It's old though, man.
Yeah, it's really good though.
I'll check it out. Because I watched Invincible, loved it, great show. I caught up on Boruto, mostly because I've read the manga, so I don't have to watch all of the bullshit in Boruto. I just can skip to the good shit. These last few episodes make you want to watch the show. The problem with Boruto is the anime just fucking does whatever the fuck it wants. And the manga is fucking badass, bro. I've read the whole manga.
So the manga's good.
The manga is really good. Like, it's well done. The pacing's good. They don't make you hate the little fucker. It's really well done.
I don't hate anybody in that show. That's not why I don't like it.
You don't like it because they're going to kill Naruto?
I don't like it because I know what they're doing.
They have to, though.
No, they don't. They should have left it. They should have left it alone.
Look, I agree,
leave it alone, or let's see some Hokage, Sasuke, and Naruto.
Dog, this newest episode that came out, I showed you the last fight with Hokage, Naruto, and Sasuke.
No, you already told me that fucking. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that doesn't watch it.
Hey, listen, spoiler alert for Boruto fans.
Kurama's dead.
Oh, I did spoil that for you. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I'm gonna fly to Japan.
Kishimoto's getting fucked up.
Fucked in this.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna listen. I'm
gonna learn how to Rasengan.
I'm gonna be on the plane working on it because it's like a 20-hour flight.
But bro, what if I actually, if the flight's long enough where I actually get it? I'm gonna freak the fuck out and blow the plane out. I'm gonna let it
go. Here's the thing. If they are going to continue a Naruto story, they had to find a way to make the threats matter in Boruto that Sasuke and Naruto couldn't kill.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, after Naruto was over, like, you didn't need any of that.
I agree.
Here's what it is. The anime was so good that people couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
It was one of those... This is the thing, though. This is how you know something's good, is when you want more, but you don't necessarily need more. Like for instance, all these Friends fans, did you really need that reunion?
I did. It was really good. It was good.
Did you?
It made me feel things.
You see? Well, maybe
but that's all you need. They don't need to do another show.
And that's why, like, a lot of people like me that are Office fans, that's all I want. Same thing you got.
Yeah,
I just want a reunion.
Here's the other thing. And Michael left in season 5 and there's 10 seasons, or he left in season 3?
He left in season 7, and there's 2 seasons after that.
So basically, you don't have to watch the last 2 seasons.
Be honest. There's good moments, but like once Michael's gone, the show kind of tries to find itself again, as if that makes sense.
No, it does.
And they try to plug a bunch of people in.
And
it's not. I mean, the last episode's very good though. Like,
I gotta be. I hate The Office, bro. Here's the thing. Here's the thing for me personally. The clips, like when you watch the little clips, some of the clips are funny. Some of them get me really good. Yeah. But the problem I have is like, I don't like the cringe humor.
I was gonna say
I'm like,
cringiness. Yeah.
Some of it, like I said, some of it's really funny. The highlights I've seen.
I'll tell you this. So I'm a huge fan. I love the show. I love it. But there are episodes that I skip because I can't.
There are episodes I skip in Friends too, though, and I've seen all of them.
I'm trying to think of
times.
a show that's like that for me. Like Friends, I could watch Friends. I wouldn't put it on, but if you had it on, I'd watch it.
Friends. And here's the thing with putting on the show.
Only if Chandler's in it.
God damn.
Because everyone else can go fuck off.
That's just not true. Joey's awesome.
Well, them too. Everyone else can fuck off.
Joey and Chandler are my favorite characters by far. Ross makes me want to punch people.
I don't like Ross. How did he end up with Rachel? Riddle me that, Batman.
It's true love.
You know, at that wedding scene when he's up there and he says Rachel, he wasn't supposed to.
Allegedly, it's alleged.
No, that was old boy. He fucked up and they left it in.
I don't know if that's true. I'd have to look into that.
He said it. Like, they said it. It's been said.
Really?
All right. Since we're on TV shows.
David, wait, hold on. I got another anime to talk about. Record of Ragnarok. It's the one I talked about. I've talked about it a couple times in this podcast. Essentially, the gods want to destroy the humans. They're like, we're tired of babysitting them. Fuck them. The Valkyries, who are half human, say, no, wait. The humans should be given a chance to defend themselves. I invoke the Record of Ragnarok, which was written down in the God storybook because they never thought they would have to use it, which states the humans and the gods can have a fight, and whoever wins the best, it's 13 fights.
What would that meeting be like? Like Zeus sitting across.
Zeus is actually sitting on a chair that's a dragon, and he's all old and decrepit, and the gods are.
What do they talk about when they're not talking about killing humanity? Like, what do gods talk about?
Probably the same thing humans talk about, honestly.
No, I bet they talk about, like, remember that one time when I punched a Titan in the face?
Yeah. They give Thor. They talk about Thor. How he saved Jormungand. He fought the Jotuns, the big giants. One time, 66 giants attacked Asgard at once, and it had never been more than one at a time. And Thor killed 66 giants by himself.
You know why? Because he's a god.
He's not. They were attacking other gods.
Doesn't matter. Thor is Thor.
Thor is. I will say this. Thor looks better in the anime than he does in the manga, which is weird. But I still don't like the fucking Mjolnir. They made Mjolnir like.
And all right, let's do this, right? MCU, right?
Well, okay.
That's the only thing about that whole fucker I don't like. Is they nerfed the fuck out of Thor, bro.
They nerfed the fuck out of Hulk too.
I mean, yeah, they did. Like, what version of Hulk are you talking about?
Pick one.
I will say this: I watched a video, and no, I was listening to actually my podcast, my favorite podcast I listen to.
Ours?
Second favorite podcast. I can't actually. No, I don't listen to me talk because I hate. If it was just you, I'd watch it all day.
That's ridiculous.
Then I talk and I'm like, so if somebody doesn't take the mic out. Anyway, they were talking about the MCU and or not just comics in general. They brought up a very good point. It's like, how do you have to make it unique enough where it just doesn't feel like they literally were like reading the comic book as they were making
you don't
the movie.
have to do that at all.
I mean, for some people.
But then you change the stories.
I guess the main thing that they were talking about was there's been so many times that they've restarted it.
But that's changed. But okay, at least in DC it's changed. In DC they had an event, the death metal, not Darkest Night, what the Batman Who Laughs, and there's like a 3-part event. No, you don't.
Bad.
I'll say this. I haven't read it, but what the parts I have read and what I've heard people talk about, here's the thing, is people like to use the Batman Who Laughs as, oh, this is Batman. It's not Batman though. It's Joker.
I heard you need to read. I got a list of comics.
But anyway, there's
The Killing Joke. If you like Batman, is a very good.
That's a good one.
Although don't watch the movie. The movie is trash.
There is rapey in that one, and that is
the movie is trash. Batgirl and Batman have sex. It's fucking terrible. It sounds like the first 20 minutes of that movie
aren't in the comic. Yeah, and after I remember because I read the comic before watching the movie, and I was like, this is different. But the Batman Who Laughs, essentially, there's a 3-part arc of comics, it's like 24 issues or something about how DC resets everything. Not resets, but everything that's happened in any unit, it's all one. So Superman, for example, it's Golden Age Superman where he sneezes away the universe. That actually happened to this Superman, and this Superman over here who can do a supernova and lose his powers for a day. Same Superman. Like all the stuff that's ever happened to Superman, all of them, they're the same character. So if you bring up another comic, it's the same guy. They united everything. So DC's on one track. Don't know about Marvel. I gotta be honest. Marvel fans are making me not like Marvel. I don't watch the new shows. I don't, because all they do is just jerk it off.
WandaVision was okay. They definitely overblow that one. The first 2 episodes are fucking unbearable, and I won't hear it. You could have condensed that all into one fucking episode. They literally go from I'm gonna say it wrong, but I think I Love Lucy is in the second one. I don't remember who the first one was, like black and white, and they go all the way up to Modern Family, which is a good show too. But then after that, it's just like, I don't know. Anyway, it's not as good as I say. I've started watching Captain America or Winter Soldier and Falcon. Blah blah blah. That was all right.
I heard it was good.
It's okay. I like them too, though. Yeah. Sebastian Stan, who, by the way, if they don't make him play Luke Skywalker, I'm gonna choke somebody. They look just alike, bro.
Why is he gonna play Luke Skywalker?
Because he looks
in
just
what? In
like
what? I don't Luke is dead. Yeah. Yeah, and you know who fucking killed him. Who killed him.
Maybe what he was doing between 6 and 7.
Who killed him dead?
Fucking Rian Johnson.
I won't say his name. Fuck that guy. Here's the other thing. Last Jedi is dog shit. I fucking hate that.
How many times have we said that?
Not enough.
I want somebody to go back and listen to our whole entire catalog and tell how many times we've talked about Last Jedi. I hate that
fucking movie, dog. It's so awful.
Anyway.
We can talk about it for hours. Hey, Record of Ragnarok. Anyway, so Zeus says he's going to kill the humans. The Valkyries say no. And there's a list of, there's 13 humans, 13 gods. They have a fight. And the gods thought this was going to be, the humans don't have any way to hurt us. They thought it was just going to be instant.
And that's where the Valkyries come in.
The Valkyries come in. They give them powerful weapons. So episode 1, it follows the manga, but it's different a little bit. I can't remember the differences.
Different in a good way or a bad way? Is it going to be one season?
No. They only finished 3 fights in the first season. So it's really good. I'm 3 chapters behind on the manga, but so far it's lived up to expectations. Here's the thing. I didn't have high expectations. The only expectations I had was I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to see it animated, you know what I mean? But I didn't think it was going to be good because it's a Netflix show. So...
Nah, man, I'm telling you. I can't speak for their entire catalog. Mainly, here's the problem with Netflix, and correct me if I'm wrong. They stretch themselves way too fucking thin. They try to do so fucking much.
Yeah.
And I get it.
I see what you're saying.
You take a bunch of fucking marbles and you throw them. Some of them will go where you're trying to get them to go. Others are going
That's
everywhere.
not the analogy you wanted.
All right.
You throw stuff at the wall.
You take a piece of pizza, you throw it at the wall. Some of the stuff sticks, some other stuff falls on the ground.
Okay, anyway, this dude don't even make any goddamn sense.
The animation. You don't like my analogies?
Your analogy needs work. Your analogy game is a little subpar.
I mean, maybe I'm doing it to make you mad.
Listen, it didn't make me mad at all. It just made you sound stupid. Listen, the animation quality...
I don't need to work on that.
...is not as good as it could be.
I will say that about Castlevania. It is a animation style that I have never seen. That's not a bad thing. But like when I think of anime, I think
and when I say, by the way, Invincible being an anime, it's a cartoon. It's not animated like it's more cartoony. They get to bloody though. They get to bloody and fuckers up. So like that fight scene I sent you.
I will tell you this. There's a
that's
weird,
not even the most
there's
brutal
a
one.
Weird sex scene. There's a couple sex scenes in Castlevania. They happen in the same episode. I figured it out though. Anime, all that type of sex stuff does nothing for me, man. Nothing.
Just me then, okay.
Hey. Anyway, so
Record Ragnarok, very good. It's 12 episodes, 12 episodes for season 1. Very good. Check it out if you enjoy it. But the reason I got into it was I saw a trailer for it, and it was Lu Bu, who as a kid, one of my favorite games is Dynasty Warriors. It actually takes place. Well, they all take place around the same time, but anyway. As a kid, like the hardest guy to fight in Dynasty Warriors is Lu Bu. And that motherfucker, when he shows, like if you play on anything above easy, if he shows up on the battlefield, he's coming for your neck and he's gonna kill your ass. It's so much fun.
So do you run from him?
Yes! You don't fight Lu Bu until you have to. You take out the rest of the armies, all the captains, and you save his ass for last, because he will fuck you up, dog. You gotta have all your resources on Lu Bu.
Even if you ask him nice?
Dog,
you ask him nicely?
What was it? Is it 4 or 5? When he comes into the battlefield, he's got this black and red aura, and he rides this giant red horse, and he's just running around the battlefield fucking your dudes up, and you're like, ah!
You're like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
So when I saw it was Lu Bu versus Thor, I was like, what the fuck is this? So then I Googled it, read the whole manga. Very good. It's got guys like Hercules, but they call him Heracles, because that's his actual Greek name. They've got, obviously, Zeus, Odin's in it, Loki. They got Jack the Ripper's gonna fight for the humans. They got,
which is a weird one.
It is a weird one. They've got another Japanese swordsman, Kojiro Sasuke. He's in Samurai Warriors, because there's Dynasty Warriors is Chinese, Samurai Warriors is Japanese.
It's cool that they tried to cover, like, everything.
Yeah. Shiva, Buddha is there for the gods.
So the gods are actually fighting.
Yeah. And it's represented, like, it's got Greek gods, Norse gods, Roman gods.
It's an actual, like, pantheon, and I don't mean like Greek pantheon, I mean like a legit
It's a pantheon of all gods. And it's
all-encompassing pantheon of douchebags.
It's a fun story. They give background on every character, like how they came to be. It's really good. I think you guys would enjoy it. Now, what else I got on my list today?
Before we go to sports,
yes, sir.
Do you want to talk about this prequel that's going around about Supernatural prequel?
Oh, you know what? I don't know a whole lot about that. Can you enlighten me? It's called The Winchesters, right?
Yeah, it's going to be Mary and John, and Jensen and his wife are going to be doing it. Here's my only problem: A, I think it's going to be a terrible idea. B, I think. Did you hear what was going on behind the scenes? So there was kind of like some riffies. So Jared Padalecki, that he found out on Twitter. Yeah, Jensen didn't tell him. But then they talked on the phone, and Jensen said, the reason I didn't tell you is because we are miles away from this happening. Right. I mean...
That's not a good enough reason, bro.
No, for sure. But I'm telling you what happened on Twitter. Even though I don't have a Twitter. But, yeah.
Here's the thing.
I think it's kind of shitty. I think you definitely should have told him. But,
here's the thing. Again,
maybe he wanted to hatch everything together and then let him know. No. From everything that I'm hearing, it might be like a couple years away.
Here's the thing. I got 2 things. First thing.
It's a terrible idea.
Horrible idea. Because here's my question.
All of the
Mary and John didn't do anything.
Here's my thing. Yeah, they tried to live a normal life. Here's another thing. They've had at least 1 or 2 spin-offs from Supernatural
that died,
and they didn't.
And you know what I didn't know about is the episode where they go to Chicago and they meet all the monster families. I was like, that looks so fucking cool. I want to watch that show. Sign me up.
That was a pilot.
That was a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea the show even existed. It ran for like 1 season and was canceled.
It was terrible.
It sounded so cool.
Here's the thing: if you don't have the brothers, if you don't have them You don't care. It's like they tried to do it with the Wayward Sisters too, with all the girls, Jody Mills and the girl she adopted. Tried to do all that.
They had a show for them too.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I wonder why they left the show so much.
Nobody cares.
I care.
No, you don't.
I do.
Nope. It's Sam and Dean, Castiel, and then whoever the fourth one is, whether it be Crowley or Jack. Now that you know about Jackykins.
So Jackykins stays around for a while.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that, dog?
Yep. Anyway, so
wait, why did you say it like that, dog? Side note, we met Death, the new Death.
The girl?
Yeah.
Where
She's
are you at?
Fucking 13 episodes, like 7 or 8. She is so cool. She's such a great actress. I fucking love her. She used to be the Reaper. Yeah, she's cool.
Mm-hmm.
She's cool.
They get in. You find out how she became the new Death.
Yeah, they told us.
They did.
When Cass kills. Spoiler alert. When Cass kills her,
it's not a spoiler alert. It's like a couple years ago. You don't get a spoiler alert on 3 years old information. That's like if I tell you that fucking Bruce Willis is dead the whole time in Sixth Sense. You can't be like, oh my god, that movie came out in the 90s.
Dog. You can't just spoil the Sixth Sense, dog. Side note.
Yes, I
can. That was an awesome twist.
Rule? What's the rule?
Honestly, I think it's like a month. Honestly, I think the internet community has it to 2 weeks. I don't think that's fair.
Now, because people fucking assholes, bro.
All right, so the Supernatural spinoff, we're still talking about.
I think it's gonna be terrible.
Listen, first of all, horrible idea because John and Mary Winchester didn't want to do anything. Second of all, Mary Winchester is awesome. She's in Friends, by the way, for one episode.
I really wish they had brought John back.
Me too. I'm a little surprised they didn't. He never comes back, right? One time maybe. God damn it! Fuck off! You're spoiling shit.
Mm-mm.
You.
No.
You.
No.
Yeah. I can't talk about shit with you because you're gonna spoil it. Anyway, Jared. I'm sorry. Which one's Dean?
You are right.
Which one's Dean?
Jensen
should have told Jared.
Jensen and his wife.
Because it sounds like you were trying to leave him out.
Either that, or maybe they just assumed that now that he's doing Walker Texas Ranger that he was just done. I don't know. All I know is you sent me that shit about them going to Indy next year, and I'm going.
April 1st through the 3rd, I think. Or
I'm gonna
3rd
be
through the
there,
6th.
and I'm gonna have
I'm
gonna have them sign my tits.
All the cool stuff, the auditions.
No, I actually have a replica car. I'm gonna have them sign that or try to.
But you keep saying that. You have to pay for it.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, but listen, all the stuff, the autographies and the sign, all of it's already bought out. It's all sold out. The only thing you can do is get in. Okay, and even those tickets aren't on sale right now.
Have you seen them in cons though?
I've seen the videos.
They're fantastic.
They're awesome. I just watched one today that was really funny.
They're funny, but like also like they genuinely care about their fans, which I really do think they do, or they make it appear that they do. Hear about that girl that had that fucking anxiety attack just by meeting them, and like fucking Jared hopped off the stage and hugged her. By the way,
that does not help her anxiety. It actually would have passed out.
No, he comforted her. He is 6'5".
Yeah,
that would not make me feel comfort at all.
Here's the thing.
You are too fucking big.
I did meet. See, here's the thing. Generally, at these cons, you don't have a lot of time to talk to them. No. They're fucking busy. So if you see them, first of all, hey, love you guys. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. Don't stop to take pictures with them because these guys, their whole thing is they're trying to see as many people.
Yeah,
right. They're trying to see as many people as possible, and they'll feel they can't be late. Like I ran into, I went to the Command Con, which was the only American Dragon Ball Z con that there's ever been. There's been 2, and I've been to both. I ran into the voice actor for Beerus right before a panel. He was coming out of the bathroom, and I was like, hey, can I have a picture thing? He's like, I'm sorry, I can't. I got to go to the thing. I'm like, oh, my bad, no problem. But you got it. I didn't know. I should have thought about it.
So the only time I've ever been involved in that was when I went and saw that guy and got that picture from I went and watched the guy's podcast that he's a comedian, and I went and watched him. I did too. I went and watched him do a live podcast, which I'll never do again. It's not him; it's the people.
Yeah.
You ever be a fan?
Yes.
Are you ever a fan, but you hate the other fans?
Yes.
That was me.
Yes.
But I literally was first in line. I fucking got a picture with him, and then I vamoosed. Yep. I wasn't like, man. First of all, because he's made comments. He's like, this is gonna sound rude. He's like, but I'm not gonna. You would have to do some crazy shit.
And they don't want you to do crazy shit. They don't
for them to remember you. And that's the point. the memory is for you, not for them.
Right. First of all. Second of all, the other thing was I took a picture. I paid for a picture with Ian Somerhalder from Vampire Diaries. He plays Damon.
Which sexy one is that?
He's the older brother. There's Damon and Stefan. Stefan is the Edward-looking motherfucker. Damon's dark hair, not as tall. Fucking cool guy.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
But you would recognize him if you saw him. Took a picture with him. I couldn't say anything. I thought I was gonna be cool.
Dog, I'm telling you, bro. You like, oh fuck yeah,
I got this.
No, dog.
So we walk in.
I sound like a straight.
And the problem with pictures is, it's instant. So you're in and out. I would recommend getting an autograph first, or autograph if you could, because autograph, it's going to take 10 to 15 seconds for them to write. It's fast. It's longer. You can have like a sentence or two with them as opposed to a picture.
Nope, do a picture, because that way you don't make yourself feel fucking stupid.
Anyway, so I walk in, me and Tony were wearing Dragon Ball Z shirts. Almost the same exact outfit. He goes, "You two are cool as shit." And I was like, hey. And then we took the picture and I got out. I was like, oh no. Yeah, but I've got it framed. It's a really cool picture. It's a good memory. But try not to follow these guys around.
To me, have we had this conversation on here?
Oh, you were talking. Wait. Pin, hold that thought. The fucking fan thing you were talking about, how you hate other fans. So one of my favorite channels I watch on YouTube is called Rooster Teeth. They have a weekly podcast they do. I haven't watched it in a long time.
They're also responsible for Red vs. Blue.
Right, Red vs. Blue.
Which, by the way, I watched it early on. It's fucking hilarious.
It's great.
If you like Halo. If you don't, there's no point in watching it.
I don't like Halo.
Caboose
so
is my guy.
It's mid, of course. I actually know who voices Caboose. But I've been watching them for years. I love their content. I love their podcast. Their shows are really good. They got like 4 or 5 different channels now. They got Achievement Hunter, Let's Play, Rooster Teeth. They got all kinds of shit, right? But they started their own convention. Like the Dragon Ball Z one. It's called RTX. Mm-hmm. It's all Rooster Teeth. It's not Rooster Teeth Convention. It's just RTX. Anyway. And what they'll do is they'll film a podcast at the convention with a room of like 4,000 people, bro.
Right.
It's a fucking stadium, basically. And so they'll film the podcast. At the end of the podcast, they have people come out and ask questions. I turn the episode off. It is the worst, cringiest goddamn thing to hear regular ass people just ask questions. They'll say some shit like, Ryan, this is for you. What about that episode of... And then he doesn't remember that shit. Or they ask him like cringy shit like, what is your favorite... It's like, God... They ask stupid shit and it makes me angry. Yeah. Because, I mean this with the utmost respect.
Most of them
nerds suck. The nerds are dumb.
It's not that they're dumb, they're socially awkward.
Right. And so they come in with these, and I'm not saying I can do it either, because I can't. I know I can't.
I know
I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
I'll tell you what, I froze up. The most famous person I ever met, most people don't even know him. If I met like The Rock... Bro, I can't meet you. And first of all, you're too big. Second of all...
Big as fuck.
I don't want to talk to you.
Nope, I can't.
It's the same thing. Like
I would shit myself
at that convention. When we go, because it's not if. It's
yeah, we're gonna go.
I don't want to meet him. I don't want to meet him.
I don't think I can do it. Here's the other thing.
I've been a fan of them for like 20 years, bro. No,
the show's only been around for 15 years, Dag.
20, pretty much 20.
2001, Dag.
2005, bro.
Okay,
16 years. Yeah,
that's a long time.
You need to watch The Boys. That is your homework for next year, because that's his next project.
Yeah.
Although I'm not watching Walker Texas Ranger because I don't give a shit.
I like Walker. I think he'll do well.
I'm sure he
Here's
will.
The problem.
He's a fantastic
Here's
actor,
the problem.
But
he's got to live up to fucking Walker. He's got to live up to fucking Chuck with the beard.
Chuck Norris didn't even act, my guy. He was just out here kicking dudes.
It was awesome. My grandpa and I would watch Walker all the time. It was a really fun show.
You know what's funny about that? Like Chuck Norris is like a joke, right? Like when you talk about him, people make jokes about him. Yeah. He could literally kick your fucking head off.
No, he's an actual. And
his real name is Carlos. Did I just ruin that for you?
Right?
Yep.
Wow. Fun fact. Did not know that.
You could get your ass kicked right now by a Carlos Norris.
Fucking stupid. When Chuck Norris does a push-up, he doesn't push himself up.
He pushes the world down, dog. Everybody knows that. You know that's his actual favorite Chuck Norris joke.
Fun fact. Anyway,
to me, that is the mark of a good person. Is that if you can take that type of shit in stride, like that, because that's a whole fucking list of just like stupid jokes about you.
Chuck Norris was born in 1941. Hitler retired the next day, like the day after.
Chuck Norris doesn't sleep; he waits. which is fucking phenomenal.
Underneath his beard isn't a chin, but another
Another
fist.
fist.
Which I love that episode in
Family
Family
Guy?
Guy where he punches. So Bip Scalise is leading our topic this week. We're gonna come away from sports, or I'm sorry,
is this that
from
list
comic
of top
books.
50 players in the NFL?
Yeah,
I heard.
we're gonna
about
start
it.
at 50.
I heard about it, but I think the last time I think Colin was talking about it, and I was very upset that he referenced Bip. Like off rip, he mentioned Bip. And like, oh, pro football focus is fucking whack. All right,
Let's start with this.
fuck you.
All
Bip.
right,
I'm gonna look down.
number 50 top, but according to Pro Football Focus, top 50 players. Number 50, Rain Dakota Prescott. Number 50.
He's in NFL history, in sports history, he might be the only person whose stock has gone up because they got hurt.
What?
He was more valuable to the Cowboys after he got hurt. Only because
I need you to elaborate. What do you mean? I don't understand. How is he more
he
valuable?
wouldn't have got paid the way he got paid if he played all year.
I see what you're saying. That's a thought.
It's not a thought.
You think he gets franchise tagged and then let him go?
I don't think he gets. I don't think he let him go. I think they franchise tag him for one more year, and then we have this conversation again.
Well, they can't franchise him a third time. He'd get paid like $70 million a year or some shit.
Doesn't that sound like some fucking Jerry Jones?
But
shit?
my point is this:
he doesn't get the deal that he got from
point is this.
Dallas.
Dak is at 50. Lamar Jackson's not on the list.
Oh, okay.
So I need you to riddle me this: if Dak Prescott's 50, how is Lamar not on the list? Because Lamar's better than Dak Prescott.
Who's got an MVP?
Lamar.
Who has more playoff wins?
Lamar.
Who has more success in a career?
Lamar.
Okay.
Better win percentage.
Well, here I know you're.
Well, that's not true. Dak's got a
I know
really
you're
good
getting mad, but remember who wrote the list.
Oh yeah, Bip did. But
Bip sat down. Bip sat down in front of a mirror, right? Skip. Bip and Skip were bouncing ideas off each other. No, you know what? Fuck that. Bip is a real person. Skip Bayless is triplets.
Hold on,
There's Chip, Bip, and Skip.
See, like some of these linemen,
Skip did it.
But Josh Allen is 40.
Yeah.
The comp for Lamar is Josh Allen, and Lamar's had a better start to his career than Josh Allen. So how is Josh Allen at 40? Let's keep going. I want to find more quarterbacks. Kamara, A.J. Brown. Lamar Jackson's a better football player than A.J. Brown. Nick Chubb's really damn good, though. Bryce Callahan. Lamar Jackson's better than him.
I challenge anybody out there to tell me what position Bryce Callahan plays.
Do you know?
Not you. It's cornerback.
All right.
But no, never mind. Now I said it. Jerk.
Harrison Smith, at this point in his career, not better than Lamar.
Hold on. Harrison Smith.
Not better than Lamar right now.
Harrison Smith is like, he's like, all right, here's the thing about Harrison Smith. I forget he's in the league until I play Madden, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Harrison Smith. I don't mean that in a bad way, sir. I mean, you've been a consistent safety your whole career, and I mad respect. But
Fred Warner, not better than Lamar Jackson. Chris Jones, not better than Lamar Jackson. Tyreek Hill's not better than Lamar Jackson. DeAndre Hopkins,
Tyreek Hill got fucking exposed in the Super Bowl.
David Bakhtiari, he's really got.
Did they do anything wide receiver wise?
No, they don't need to.
How do you figure?
They need, because listen, the wide receivers got open. He didn't have time to throw it to him.
Oh, you mean when Tyreek Hill dropped the ball right in his hands twice?
No, it was the one. The other one was a running back.
Travis Kelce's a bitch, bro.
Stop it.
No,
he's fine.
Prove me wrong.
Zach Martin at this point in his career, not better than Lamar Jackson.
No, but where's Quentin Nelson? Tell me where my man's at. Don't you fucking stop scrolling down.
Zach Martin's at 13, and I haven't seen him. Aaron Rodgers at 10. George Kittle at 9. Bobby Wagner is not the player he used to be. He's not a... Oh, shit.
Sorry, we got scared. That's what happens when you get super intense. The computer gets scared.
Bobby Wagner is not the 8th best player in the NFL. I'm sorry. He used to be. He's not anymore. Tom Brady's 7. Bullshit. Khalil Mack is at 6. That's beautiful. Devontae Adams is not... Quentin Nelson's all the way at 4, by the way. Devontae Adams is not better than Lamar Jackson.
Remember when he was just throwing along?
I love Quentin Nelson's amazing. Travis Kelce's 3? 3, Bip? Fuck. 2 is Mahomes. Aaron Donald. I'm okay with that.
I mean, well, you got a triple team, my man.
I'm okay with that. But listen, Lamar Jackson's better than half the players on this list. So.
All right, so
and also there weren't a lot of quarterbacks.
Do me a favor. All right, do me a favor. Here we go. Right, suit yourself up. Right, you are an offensive lineman. You come in, you're playing the Rams this week. How shitty do you feel about yourself if your coach comes in and tells you you got to triple team one dude because none of y'all can handle my man, even in a double team?
I would say, Coach.
I'd be like,
Coach, we might need to chip the running back out of the backfield, Coach.
How's it going, sir?
Hey, thank you. What's up, my man?
So,
side note, this is the guy right here. Beast Marketing is the one who made our awesome logo, the Flex and Nerd logo. That's him.
Crazy
that logo
nice
is sick
logo.
as fuck. I appreciate it.
Better than that janky ass one I made.
Hey, listen, you tried, but he's a professional. He hand drew it, guys. He drew us reading the manga with the sick as fuck. Beautiful. I love that logo. Appreciate also, favorite FN podcast, that was him too. So we didn't actually come up with any of that. That was on him. So shout outs to you, my man. Appreciate you. Lamar Jackson's better than half those players on the list. Free. Easily, even let's say he's not better than the rest. Man, he's better than Dak.
No, just take it from an impact standpoint. He belongs on that list.
Sure,
because literally, take him off that team.
They're not. We know what they are. Fucking Joe Flacco's ass. He plays for the Jets now.
It would have been. It would have been.
Does he play for the Jets? He switched teams. He plays for somebody with a rookie.
It might be Jets.
You sure?
It might be Jets.
It might be the Jets. I don't know. Well, I mean, Zach Wilson's starting for them this year, but anyway. I just wanted to talk about being a little bit of a slut. So
Zach Wilson is weird to look at.
Because he's pretty?
Yeah.
He is kind of pretty. He's weird.
You look at him and you're like...
He's from BYU!
He's a Mormon.
That's weird.
Why's that weird?
It's a weird dad. They have like 7 wives. Can you imagine?
No, see, here's the thing. See, because I'm gonna be blasphemous because I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure Muslims can do the same thing. But... it's not like you're thinking of American women, like how we can barely handle one wife.
Yeah,
and I mean barely handle one wife
in a complimentary way.
Yeah, because I'm constantly fucking up. But like in their culture, like they don't say shit. You shut the fuck up. This is the man's world.
I can't embarrass that many women at one time. To be fair,
I don't want to disappoint that man.
That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm honest with myself. Hey,
7 wives. That's a wife for every day. That's a wife for every day of the week, right? How exhausting would that be? You know, I'm sure you're like me. Where like you like do like little sweet things for your wife every now and then. Definitely. You have to do that for 7 women, and they can't all because like they
can't be the same thing.
They're gonna talk. You can't do Monday wife the same way you do
what's gonna
Thursday
happen?
wife.
You know what's gonna happen when we get done recording this? I'm going to do the dishes, dog. That's how I'm gonna support my wife because I hate. Listen,
is it that you're gonna do it to support her, or is if they're not done when she gets home?
No. Because what's gonna happen is this. If I don't do them right now, it'll take like 3 more days because she's got to work tomorrow. She got to work Sunday. She got to sleep all day Monday. It's gonna be like Tuesday.
And she's pregnant. So
right. I got a lot of dishes.
You'll be a triple piece of shit.
Right. So what I'm gonna do is I do the dishes because for 2 reasons. One, I know they need to be done, but also as a show that hey, I love you this much. I hate the dishes. It's my least favorite chore. I fucking hate doing the dishes. I hate it.
What do you?
But
I don't know if I have a chore that I can't.
I hate the dishes.
I don't mind laundry. I don't mind dishes. I don't mind taking the trash out. I don't mind any of that shit.
No, it's fine. You shouldn't. But for me, dishes.
Is it the dirt? Is it the food?
The food, my hands, and now granted, I don't wash them. I do a rinse.
See, but
put them in the dishwasher.
I'm a nasty motherfucker though.
So am I.
I drop food on the floor and eat it.
Yeah, obviously.
Like on a factory floor. Or
that factory? No, because that's dust.
There's a guy. He buys candy. I unwrapped the Starburst.
Bet.
Dropped it on the floor, picked it up and ate it.
But you hadn't put it in your mouth yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then you're fine.
I've done gum like that there.
See? You get it. Dishes suck ass, bro. I hate the dishes, man.
See, here's the thing, though. Like, the idea of doing it, sometimes, but like once I start doing it, it's OV.
I'll put on a podcast.
Yeah,
but man, I hate the dishes. But I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do them because I want her to see that I love her that much. Now, what else?
At least your wife's not one of those wives that like goes in there and like double checks your dishes. That would be.
Here's the thing: I have to get them done and unloaded before she sees how I load the dishwasher because I don't load it the way she does, and so.
But see, here's the thing, though. I think I guarantee if I saw the way you loaded it, I'd talk shit, and vice versa. Because I don't think anybody loads the dishwasher the same way.
All right.
We've had this conversation.
Have we? Are you sure? Yes, have we had it on air?
Yes.
Hey, dog, see, that's what I'm talking about. Put on a podcast, do the dishes, dog. That's the way you fucking do it, dog. Hey, you scrub the dishes, dog. We're rooting for you right now. Just.
All right. Question for you: are you one of those do the pans first or do the pans last?
Pans might go last. Pans might not get done today. Matter of fact, pans might wait till tomorrow.
Are you a soap guy?
Huh? Fuck yeah, they soak, dog. Fuck yeah, they soak. Yes. Matter of fact, they soak for a minute.
They're not even dirty. Yeah, they're they literally don't need to soak. They need to
boil water in there.
Like 3 days. Come on. Everybody knows they won't get clean without 3 days.
The problem is you can't. If you put them in the dishwasher, it ruins them. So like, you have to do them by hand, and that ain't me, Chief. But I gotta
last. Yeah, everybody does last.
Last. See, God, appreciate you for hanging out and talking to us, my guy. It makes us really happy. Now, NBA. So, people were freaking out because let's start with CP3 because CP3 got tested positive for COVID. Even though he'd been vaccinated, he did test positive. He had to go into the protocol. He didn't have any symptoms. He had no issues, but he did test positive.
You're a carrier of it, yeah.
So, and there was actually debate on whether he was tested, whether he was vaccinated or not. I don't know, but he did test positive, so he had to sit in protocol after he got a couple negative tests. He was able to play. People are like, whoa, the NBA. How come the NBA let LeBron play after he went out to an unsanctioned event? First of all, they set it up ahead of time. They called and talked to the NBA. The NBA approved it. Second of all, there was less than 13 people there. Everybody had to have proof of 2 negative COVID tests or been vaccinated, and there was social distancing involved.
You talking about that LeBron stuff?
Yeah, with the tequila went to.
They blew that shit out of proportion.
And so it's not the same thing. Chris Paul ran into the stands, breaking COVID protocol. He knows the rules, and he ran through the stands anyway after they advanced to the Western Conference Finals. So it's literally not the same thing at all.
One was approved,
one wasn't.
What the hell happened?
It's literally not. It's literally nothing. It's not the NBA trying to cover for LeBron.
He makes the Suns worse.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're not doing this. Kawhi has an ACL injury. He's going to miss the rest of the playoffs. No, yes.
How?
Clearly you're wrong.
What was the series before he came back?
2-2.
2-0.
2-0. Now it's going to be 2-2. Now it's going to be 3-1. It's going to be 3-1 after tonight. They're playing right. Matter of fact, let's check the score. Let's check the score then, since you're so confident. Let's check the score.
If it's 2-2 after today, I don't want to hear no more shit from you about fucking.
You're not. You're definitely not going to. First of all,
point guard.
He is the point guard.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, not better than Magic Johnson. Ain't better than Steph Curry. How are you the point guard?
They're up 13 in the second quarter. Look at that. Crazy.
Well, playoff P hasn't been. How? All right, put your phone down.
Chris Paul is playing like dick, though.
Yeah, what a shot. Can we talk about this real quick?
Sure,
How did playoff P... Here's my thing, okay?
Yeah, what's up?
And me and you were texting about this.
Yeah.
So, at the end of game two, when that fucking crazy-ass game winner, by the way.
Yeah. DeAndre Ayton, 0.9 on the clock.
Was it Michael Wilbon and Stephen A.
Smith's
reaction was mine.
That was awesome.
I was like...
That was cool as fuck.
But... coolest fucking play ever. Although I am impressed with it is to win the game.
Coolest play ever.
To win the game.
If it was to win a series, to win a game in it.
Yeah, it wasn't like T-Mac in your eye, but it was.
Cut deep though. Cut deep.
Little personal reference. Anyway.
Hey, what happened? We played yesterday, by the way.
Fuck, I am trash, bro. Anyway, I liked how the announcers knew that rule. I forgot about that rule.
You really didn't know that?
No, I forgot. I knew it. I forgot that was it underneath. Was it under 2 seconds or under a second? You're allowed to touch the ball above the rim.
No, that's not the rule at all. On an inbound.
That's what I meant.
It has nothing to do with time.
Oh. Right.
If you are inbounding the ball, you can goaltend. Either side.
Or offensive interference is what it's called for offense.
No, it's still called goaltending.
No, it's not called goaltending.
It's offensive goaltending.
No, it's not.
100% goaltending.
Why do when they call it in 2K, why is it offensive interference then?
It's goaltending, sir.
How you goaltend your own team, dog?
Listen.
Anyway.
You're allowed to do it.
Anyway.
It has nothing to do with time. But the Suns actually did that.
I'm trying to make a fucking point about Paul George and how this would be unfair if this was LeBron James. I'm trying to do this for you.
I don't need help. Fuck you.
But I'm saying it's finally a LeBron point that's not you.
Right. All right. Go for it.
If fucking LeBron James misses those 2 free throws at the end of the game, we still hear about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
But I don't understand how as an NBA player, especially in what does he play? Plays the 2, right?
Small forward.
When Kawhi's not in, Kawhi plays the 3. So they're both threes.
They start 1 point guard, those 2. a power forward and a center.
Anyway.
And that power forward's Marcus Morris, by the way.
How the fuck do you miss those free throws?
Pressure. When your knees are knocking that hard, it's kind of hard to shoot.
Yeah. How do you make it to the NBA level and you can't make clutch?
He makes like 89%, though.
Except when it matters.
Yeah, well, I agree.
But I'm saying, if that's another guy in LA...
Oh, no, that's shit's obviously. They would lead every show with it for the next week. Can LeBron unclutch?
But LeBron wouldn't have missed them, so...
He would have hit one at least.
He'd hit them both.
Go up 3, make a 3 beat you. All right. Kawhi out with an ACL injury. They haven't. Here's the weird part.
Here's the thing.
What's up?
That makes me sad.
It does.
It does.
It does.
I know I was talking shit about him in our text, but I never want to see anybody get
no, and he's
unless his name is Tom Brady. Then, as long as he's out for the game, just the rest of it. Just don't have to see his stupid smug face.
I fucking hate that guy. But he did go out in the second round against, who are they playing? The Jazz, I believe. They were up big. They were tying the series up 2-2, I believe. And he planted going to the basket, and he pulled up lame and hasn't come back since. The weird thing is the Clippers have only said he's out with a knee strain. But I heard...
I hear everywhere I hear ACL tear.
I don't hear the tear, but I do hear... Because he was sitting in the stands. He was sitting in the stands watching the game, chilling with his kids. He wasn't in the press box.
Up in the press box?
Well, he was in the press box for one game, and then the other game, he came down in game 2, or game 3. He came down and was sitting among the crowd. He didn't have a brace on or anything. So maybe it's not a tear, but I heard ACL injury, and Skip has come out every day since it happened and said he's out for the playoffs. I don't know where Skip gets his information. I don't know how he would know such a thing.
Bip and Chip.
Could be, but he says he's out for the playoffs.
He calls Bip, which is just his other phone he has.
he's like, hey, yeah, this is me. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, Kawhi's out. All right, I'll take that to my people.
Thank you, sir.
And they're like,
thank you, sir.
It's like he hangs up. He puts on. He talks. Hey, Bip, this is Skip. And then he puts the phone down, picks up the other one, puts on his glasses and his fucking nose and his mustache. He says,
I would love
hey,
for his wife to walk in. What the fuck are you doing? How are we still married?
Do you remember? I don't know. Did you remember the picture of him throwing away one of his Dak jerseys? His microwave is on the island right above his trash can.
Didn't he have a video where he's kind of like bitchy to his wife?
He is a bitch to his wife, and he says that. He says he's kind of a dickhead. So,
although I mean, see him on screen, you kind of believe it, right? Yeah. Anyway,
she's too good for him.
So can we? All right. So right now it's the Hawks and Bucks. That's a 1-1, right?
And the Bucks just fucked the Hawks.
So you got that, and then you got a 2-1.
About to be 3-1.
So we were talking about this off air, but let's continue this.
Yes, sir.
Or reiterate what we were saying.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't want to hear any more about the NBA being rigged.
No, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Because even if you get a Clippers versus fucking Bucks finals,
it's weak, dog. I would say I still stand by the Hawks going to the finals is better than Milwaukee. Milwaukee's an even smaller market than the Hawks.
Out of these four, who would you like to see win the title?
Honestly, the Suns, and here's why. CP3 for one.
Yep.
And that's basically the only reason. Not that I don't want Giannis to win, but how about this? If you made me rank them, Suns, Bucks, Hawks,
down to your basement, Clippers.
I don't. I would rather. I don't know what I would rather, but I don't want the Clippers to win. So, because if the Clippers win,
the only reason why I'm okay with the Hawks losing is because with Trey, we've still got 10 to 15 years.
We got a lot of time left to Trey. I would like to see Giannis
CP3,
win.
We maybe have another 3 to 5 years, depending on how long.
There's
he
that.
wants to play.
That's the biggest reason, because if CP3 wins, it does a lot for his legacy. Giannis has more time and more chances.
Me wanting the Suns to win's got nothing to do with Booker or Ayton because they're so young.
Yeah, we got time. They got another chances.
I want CP3 to win a ring. I know I talk shit about him all the time, but I do like CP3.
I think he's a nice guy. He's a hard teammate to play with. Ask James Harden and his man boobs. I can't believe that got on TV, bro. Fucking Barry McCocken or
somebody needed to read that name slowly.
Yeah.
Before they put that on air.
It was fucking on the TV, Dad.
So we have a real chance to have a Phoenix Suns versus Atlanta Hawks. I will say I've been saying this all week, all right? And I mean this with my full heart. If the Clippers and or the Bucks get eliminated, I don't want to hear nothing about them from now on.
I'm fine with that.
I don't want to hear no shit about Giannis anymore. I don't want to hear no shit about Paul George. Granted, Kawhi's hurt, blah, 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 blah.
Wait.
But you're playing the fucking Phoenix Suns. If you were playing the Lakers right now, with fully powered Lakers, and they were fucking stomping you or you beat them, then okay, that's some good shit. Good shit. But you're playing Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton.
I'm going to retort
Jay Crowder
with keep the same energy. We say Kawhi's trophies aren't as good as they could be because KD got hurt. Mm-hmm. We say that the 2015
no, it's not just KD
and Clay. Yeah. We say that the 2015 Warriors title is a little bit marred because LeBron didn't have anybody else, Kyrie and Kevin Love. Now, granted, I think just Kyrie they win the title, but he lost Kyrie in game one.
Better series.
So no, they win. So I will say that the Clippers making it to the Western Conference Finals is a huge achievement without Kawhi, and I can see why people would argue if Kawhi was healthy they would win. Because I think they would beat the Bucks. And I think the problem is the perimeter scoring, at least in the previous 2 rounds, was fucking up the Clippers. So maybe they couldn't get past Trey. But I think they have a legitimate real shot.
Who's the answer for Clay or for Trey on the fucking
how about this? Did you see the way Pat Bev and Terrence Mann played defense out of their fucking minds in game 2 or game 3 to lock up
Can they do that for an entire
That's
series?
the question. But
And Devin Booker was playing with a fucking mask on with a broken nose, couldn't see shit.
Broken nose in 3 places.
And CP3's been out
for like 10 days. And he hasn't played basketball in longer than that. So he's been out a while. But I do want to bring up a point. You got to take back some of your Ty Lue slander.
Nope.
Yep, you do.
Why?
He is the only coach in NBA.
Yeah, who'd they beat in the first round?
The Mavericks. It went 7. They were down 0-2.
Who'd they beat in the first round? Luka. Okay, cool. Who'd you beat in the second round?
The Jazz, the number 1 seed.
Oh, and the Jazz were number one seed. Why? Why were they number 1 seed?
Because the Lakers were hurt. Listen.
I don't want to hear that bullshit.
You got
Tyronn Lue is fucking ass.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
The adjustments he's made in the series.
What adjustments has he made?
Okay, check it out. So in Series 1, they started
Against who?
You can't ask for a point and then say about it's the team.
He literally ducked and dodged the Lakers on purpose. I don't want to hear no shit about how good.
No, for sure. 100% they dodged the Lakers. We can't. Well, I'm not disputing
I'll show you one clip that shows you he's a trash ass coach. When Cleveland won their championship, and LeBron was the one speaking, and Tyronn Lue looked like a dude on the bench that never played. He never took his suit off. You let that man talk and you didn't say shit. You just let LeBron James coach your team.
Okay, we're talking that you can't use that example.
Yep. Go back and watch that clip, bro. He is standing behind LeBron James looking like a fucking point guard that ain't played in 3 years.
Dog, it's LeBron James winning a title for his hometown after coming back. Nobody else gets to talk.
What kind of coach lets that shit go on? I'll tell you what kind of coach lets that shit go on. The kind of coach that fucking LeBron James needs to go in there and be the real coach while you sit on the sideline and get a fucking free ring. Listen here. If Tyronn Lue don't sit down, I'm going to go find AI in Philly and I'm going to have him fucking step over him one more time.
Listen. Ty Lue, for example,
he's trash.
He didn't play Boogie Cousins at all against the Jazz. Put him in game but he played a lot of minutes in game 1 and game 3. They won game 3. He's averaging like 10 points in like 5 minutes or some shit. He's playing really well. So he's playing him on minutes.
All-star, but go ahead.
He didn't play Patrick Beverley in the last year. He played him in round 1. Didn't hardly play him in round 2. Back again in round 3, playing great defense.
Patrick Beverley shouldn't be in the league, but go on.
Okay, but he is, and he's playing really well. Luke Kennard didn't play at all in any of the previous 2 series. He's now their best 3-point shooter off the bench. He's making Terrence Mann didn't play at all in round 1. Round 2 saved their game 7.
Who they play in round 2?
See what I'm saying?
Who they play?
You can't do that.
Yes,
they're without their best player, and he's winning series without their best player.
Kawhi's their best player
by far.
Give me Markieff or whichever.
See, that's how I know you're trying to piss me off, and it's working. And you finally opened up the gap in your armor, and it worked. I finally see through it. Fuck you.
I still think Tyronn Lue's overrated as fuck.
You can say that.
Even if he wins a championship this year, your first one was because LeBron James is winning one for his hometown, and the second one, this whole season is an asterisk. Doesn't matter anyway. You got Steph playing with a bunch of bums. You got LeBron James out. You got fucking Ben Simmons that just doesn't shoot wide open layups underneath the fucking rim.
Hey. That's Benjamin.
Jaylen Brown was out because fucking
What were the fucking Celtics gonna do with the Nets?
At the very least, they'd have been at full power. At least they would have got dog walked. Fucking Kyrie, you had Kyrie and Harden. Don't even get me started. That was karma. What happened to fucking Brooklyn is karma for that fucking bitch ass James Harden shit and that bitch ass Blake Griffin shit. I'm so glad y'all fucking lost.
Me too. Hey, let's keep going. Let's go to Bullshit Skip Bale says. Some of this is old, so we're going to speed through it. When we get to the more recent stuff, we'll take a little bit more time. Starting with, Skip says the Clippers coming back from 2-0 is the greatest comeback in playoff history.
Sure is. Go on.
0-2. They were down 0-2.
Yeah, I don't. Go on.
Because the Clippers failed out. He
series
says
is he talking
contact.
about?
This was the... I think this is the first round. No, this is the first round. Coming back 0-2 from the Mavs.
First round. Okay.
He says context is important because the Clippers failed last year. And so them coming back from 0-2 is overcoming those demons, and they did do it again.
But I thought they outplayed the fucking Denver last year. They what was it? They showed their muscle.
Yeah, 3 times. They flexed their muscles.
And what happened?
They lost.
All that flexing. All that.
The other thing I wanted to say real quick, maybe they forgot about beating the Cavs coming back from 3-1, beating the greatest regular season of all time with the unanimous MVP.
You know what's crazy though?
And
you know what else happened that year?
What happened?
The fucking Cubs came back from a 3-1 deficit against the Cleveland Indians.
Fun fact.
I think a lot of people forget about that shit because it happened in the same year.
They do.
What are the odds that happened?
That's
Two
crazy.
different sports, same year.
The Cubs, was that their first win in like
100 years, bro?
100 plus 100.
I think 104.
No, because that was 20. This was 2015-16. They won in 2018, right? Wasn't it 110 years? Right?
I don't know. Whenever the fucking Cleveland, because it was almost the Cleveland Indians and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Are you gonna say?
I don't know.
It was almost the Cleveland Indians and the Cleveland Cavaliers that almost won titles at the same time.
But here's the other thing that pisses me off.
Cleveland couldn't handle
they like to say, well, Draymond got suspended. Remember, that's why they won. Was Draymond got suspended? Draymond played 6 out of 7 games.
I mean, not only that, but LeBron literally was like, all right, and then did the same thing.
He did not. I think he knew because he scored 41 without Dre. Like, oh, he won't score 41, and he scored 41 the next game. Literally the exact amount of points.
This was my man on Twitter. All right,
say less.
All right.
First of all, second of all,
see you tomorrow.
I hate that. It was 2 days. Anyway,
see you in 2 days.
Skip literally said LeBron James is not a gifted scorer.
Where's he at?
3. Gonna be 2 soon.
Don't forget, we used to work with a guy that said that Carmelo Anthony was a better scorer.
No, he said basketball player. He didn't say scorer. He said basketball player.
And said scorer.
Is Carmelo top 10 yet?
He is 10, I think. I think he's 10 now.
For the same amount of years, but LeBron's at 3 and he's at 10.
I think people forget that too. They came in that draft class was disgusting.
LeBron, Darko Milicic, Melo, Wade, Bosh.
You could just get rid of Milicic and Bosh and just go the three in your
Bosh is a Hall of Famer, dog. Come on.
You're a Hall of Famer in basketball.
Hey, we do this every time. Come on.
Yeah.
He says LeBron James drinks too much wine and smokes too many cigars. That's why he's getting old and tired. Yep. I was waiting. He literally said that like Jordan didn't smoke cigars and play poker till 2 a.m. on game day. Moving on.
Hold on. All right. I don't think we've ever talked about this on air.
Yeah, dog.
So, remember when Jordan retired?
I do. Which time?
The first time.
Okay.
When he came back.
Because there's more than one. Because Michael Jordan's
repeat. Whoa. Anyway, so did you ever hear about the rumor, the fake shit, the real reason that he retired had nothing to do with
gambling?
Yeah, he was going to be suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that?
No.
Right?
If you ask Skip, that's why. He was pushed out of the league. He was forced. No, he got tired. He was tired.
I need someone to look me in my soul and tell me that the NBA would have fucking suspended Michael Jordan in his heyday for anything. He could have murdered someone in the middle. He could have killed Scottie Pippen in the middle of the floor, and the only thing they would have done was squeegeed his ass off, started it back up.
Like, sir, no, fucking, it was Phil.
What?
You want me to punish the GOAT?
He ain't OJ. What?
So in one of the series, I think it was against Utah, Markieff Morris took the last shot.
Trash.
It was remember Kawhi had the ball on the 3-point line, he didn't want to shoot it, so he passed it to PG, who got scared and didn't want to shoot it and passed it to Marcus Morris, who got blocked by Rudy Gobert. Okay, remember that? I think it was game 2 to go up 2-0.
Rupert Gobert?
Wasn't. The best player on the team should take the last shot most of the time, unless it's a wide open shot,
your
right?
best shooter should take the last shot.
Right. Okay. He says he didn't want Kawhi taking the last shot because Kawhi's jumper isn't as good as Paul George's. He wanted Paul George to take the last shot.
I mean, I will say...
But it doesn't make any sense.
Paul George is a better shooter, though.
He is, but still, that's not the point.
You don't have a problem with him chickening out, both of them chickening out and letting Keith
That's
take
my
the shot?
thing. So there was a vote.
Who voted?
The country voted on who the most hated basketball player is in the NBA. LeBron won
by a landslide.
Skip says LeBron is the most hated basketball player because people see him as a front-running showboat who is always trying to make his case for the GOAT. But there is literal stories of Michael Jordan pulling out his phone, Googling YouTube videos and saying, hey, remember when I did this to you? When he's with other people. Or how he made a 10-part documentary saying he's the GOAT.
And shit all over Scottie Pippen.
True. He did do that. And also...
I still haven't seen that, by the way. Have you seen it? Last Dance?
I saw the first 2 episodes.
I have not seen it. And I won't watch it.
Don't do it.
I'll never watch it.
And here's the thing. It would be really good if it didn't make people just...
I won't watch it because I know why he put it out. And I won't do it. Because to me, Michael Jordan, in my mind... I do talk a lot of shit about him, I do, but he's still up here.
To be fair,
I feel like if I watch that documentary, it's going to tarnish him.
I don't think it'll do that because it really does show. Mm-mm. Here's the problem.
Nope. I'm not going to sit there and watch you suck yourself off for 10 episodes.
To be fair, it's rather impressive. He really gets down.
The whole thing. Does it do the whole thing? I can't, man. I can't. I can't. I won't.
Basically, he says the Clippers took game 1 off instead of winning game 1 and taking game 2 off. I don't know why he said that. He basically was saying something about the Clippers needing a rest. My question is, why are they taking any games off? 1 second, I gotta fix the audio version of the podcast because they just fucking hate me, I guess. We're just gonna press record and they're gonna have to deal with it. Okay, basically... He was saying that they needed rest or something after their series, a 7-game series. But just in round 1, he was shitting, LeBron taking game 1 off isn't a real thing, and he should win every game, blah, blah. It was just a weird thing. Let's keep going. Listen to this shit. Now, you shit on Chris Paul or sometimes. You like him, but you shit on him sometimes. You were just shitting on him a little bit ago. He says Chris Paul isn't a top 15 point guard all time. He says he would take Rajon Rondo, Kyrie, the Glove, and others ahead of Chris Paul.
If I'm being honest, if I'm being sincere, and he's the third, I think.
Listen. I'm anywhere between 1 and 5 for me. I'm not 1 and 5 because 1 and 2 are Steph and Magic.
That is concrete, and then you pour concrete on top of that concrete.
For me, I think Stockton is a little overrated. I know he's the assist champ, and I know he's the steals leader by a mile. Both of those by 2 miles. I get that. I will say
he did play for 20 years, and he actually played a lot of games. Like he is.
Yeah.
He never really got hurt too much.
He gets credit for that. Longevity matters.
He also played with Karl Malone.
Right. So and the guy invented Jerry Sloan was a fantastic coach for them. So you can't punish him for who he played for.
No, but you also have to take into account.
Yeah, like for example, LeBron gets credit for being with nobody coaches his whole career. That matters until Eric Spoelstra, who's proven to be a decent coach.
Eric Spoelstra is an underrated coach,
and so is Ty Lue. But for me personally, he's just a little overrated personally. So while I respect what he did, I think CP3 is better than him. Jason Kidd's top 10, but CP3 is better than him.
According to the article that I read, he's like top...
Would you say top 3 or some shit?
Top 3, bro.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
When?
Never.
Who? Like, seriously, who would you take in that time frame? Steve Nash or Jason Kidd?
Nash.
Right. And where do you put Nash at best point guards of all time?
Not top 10, though.
He's like, I mean, he might be the top. He might be
top 10. He might be. I'd have to really think about it.
Defensively, he's a liability. So, like, I'm taking the Glove over him.
Yeah, free. But it also depends on what you want a point guard. You know, like, I think CP3 is like. If CP3 was 6'3", he'd probably already be the greatest point guard.
I think that's why because like Magic Johnson is by and large,
yeah,
because he's in my top 5 of all time.
He's 3 for me, I think.
Yeah.
He might be 4.
He's 4.
Jordan, LeBron, Jordan, and then Kareem, I think.
Kareem's the only player that you can argue in that entire. You could argue him as the GOAT, depending on how you feel, because you can't really make a. It's hard to make an argument against the dude.
Yeah.
Except the fact that you don't like him.
No. Here's my argument against him and why he's not 1 or can't be 1 for me. He didn't handle the ball. Right. He needed help to get him in his spots. And so that automatically takes him down. However, he was so fucking good the rest of the time. That's why he's ahead of Magic. Skyhook. Unguardable. Magic scoring being lower is why he's lower on the list than Kareem.
If Magic Johnson plays longer, though, like if he doesn't get diagnosed with AIDS and he plays longer, because I don't think he didn't retire because he was hurt, right?
No, AIDS.
He literally retired because he came back like 92.
Yeah, but didn't he retired after that, right?
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, point guards.
Yeah.
The 3.
He would take Rajon Rondo ahead of Chris Paul. What?
I will say this about
Rajon. No, you can't. What are you gonna say?
I am impressed that he's been able to evolve his game finally, but it took him way too fucking long. I lost a lot of respect for him.
Celtics, bro.
I lost a lot of respect for him when he did that bullshit in Dallas.
Stephen A. says that Donovan Mitchell is the best player in Jazz history. Wait. Let that one marinate. Best player in Jazz history. He's in year 3. Okay, moving on. We're not even gonna... Nope. We're not... Nothing to even talk about.
You want to talk about what else fucking Stephen A said?
Yeah, it's written down.
I'm starting to lose respect for that dude.
Skip says winning this series against the Bucks, which who's he talking about? Was he talking about KD? I think he was talking about KD. If KD would have won the series against the Bucks, it would have been harder than the 2018 finals when LeBron took on the KD Warriors by himself. The Bucks, bro. The Bucks, bro, in round 2.
Here's my problem.
The Bucks.
Here's my problem, bro.
Sorry for your ears. Viewers.
Here's my problem. He says, here's the problem with Skip. He says such outlandish shit all the time that like that, I was like, yeah, it sounds about right. Like I'm not even really surprised by half the shit he says anymore. You're losing your touch, Skip.
He says Tuesday was his second greatest performance next to. Skip says the Tuesday night. So here, let me try to put this in perspective. If KD beats the Bucks in round 2, it's the hardest series that anyone's ever had to win. Harder than LeBron's 2018 finals run, right? Against the Warriors. However, the 48, 15, 10 rebound game, or 10 assist game he had to win game 5 or whatever it was to give him a series lead, that was his second best performance next to the one in game 3 in the 2018 finals, simply because one happened in the finals. So what you're saying is, if a performance in the finals is more important than a second round series, how could a second round series be more important than the finals, you jackass?
I was just about to say, those two...
He said it one sentence after the other. How do you not see that? Moving on. God dang it.
You know what I'm more impressed about? That your daughter is still asleep.
She's...
Right
there's the bathroom with a fan on.
She's right.
There's a fan outside her door and her door closed.
She's right.
And she's got a sound machine.
Do you hear how loud he is? She's right there.
She can't hear anything.
Wow. That's a weird way of telling me that your daughter's deaf.
She's not deaf, dog. Oh. So on the night KD had that awesome performance, won game 5, gave him a 3-2 lead.
By the way, what a hell of a performance.
And he had a great one in game 7 too. Fucking amazing.
That fucking shot, literally,
to tie the game in game 7.
If he doesn't have hockey sticks for legs,
dog, he literally wears the wrong size shoe.
He wins that game.
If he wears an 18 to be more comfortable. If he wore his actual size 17 shoe, he would have won the game.
How does that make you feel?
Not great, because I really need the Bucks to win that one.
And then I want them to lose.
LeBron said after his game 5 performance, appreciate greatness while you can. Great. He said like, what a performance by Kevin Durant. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, tweeted it, yep.
Then said, appreciate greatness while you can.
If Kobe dying early on in his life does not prove that statement is absolutely true.
But also, KD's 31, 32 off a severe injury.
You know what makes me scared, bro? Like, a lot of these players are getting to the end.
Like, LeBron's 36. He's only got a couple years good.
CP3's like 35.
Yeah. KD's 32. Harden's 31. Russ is 30-some. I think even Lillard's 30. So, like, they're all getting up there now. It's crazy, though. NBA is going to look a lot different in the next 5 years. But Skip says...
It's going to be a lot more fun to watch.
LeBron is childish for saying appreciate greatness while you can. Because KD put on a spectacular performance. And Skip saying LeBron's childish for bringing attention to himself, saying that he's coming to the end of his career and we need to appreciate him while he's around.
I mean, it's a twofold statement. It's, appreciate me because I'm saying appreciate...
Greatness.
The greatness. It's not just me, dumb fuck.
Moving on.
Idiot.
So we talked about this when it happened. This is about when LeBron tweeted about saying injuries would happen. We agreed. This was after Kawhi's injury to his knee. LeBron tweeted this like 3 or 4 tweet about how he told the NBA this was going to happen. You can't play this few games back to back. You're going to have the stars getting injured. You're going to have players getting injured. And basically he was like, I told y'all this was going to happen. I'm sorry fans don't get to see their favorite players playing in the NBA. I'm sorry. We agree. He's right, but he shouldn't have said it. And a lot of people were giving him some credit, and I don't think, personally...
I like what he said, but I don't like the way he said it. That's what I mean.
I wish he wouldn't have.
I'm glad that he said something because somebody needed to say it. Because if you take a step back and see all the players that were hurt this year, and I'm not talking about Clay, because Clay was hurt before the season even started.
But like Harden, who doesn't usually get injured.
I don't count Anthony Davis because, again, he doesn't take care of his body, and this shit is his fault.
But there's a couple you can take out. For example, LeBron's injury was a freak.
Sure. Yeah,
it's a freak thing. It doesn't matter how many back-to-back games you play.
But he didn't get a chance to fucking...
No, he got like 30 days off.
Yeah,
bro. Kyrie's injury in the playoffs, freak thing, happens. But like Donovan Mitchell's knee and ankle, Kawhi's ankle, Jamal Murray's ACL went like a lot, and we're seeing a lot of ankles, hamstrings, knees. Like usually you don't see specific. Like it's just a lot of lower body.
It was a lot of things that probably could have been prevented if they had more fucking time off.
Right. But again, we agree on that statement. I want to finish what Skip had to say. Skip says LeBron wasn't complaining last year in the bubble when Miami lost Dragic and Bam. That's not the same thing at all. Here's why.
Did you just say Dragic? Like
Goran Dragic.
Yeah.
He was the leading scorer in the playoffs.
That speaks to more how fucking whacked the goddamn Heat were last year.
And Bam was their heart and soul. Anyway, here's why it's different. The players are getting injured now because they played 72 games and half the amount of time they play 82 games. They're playing every other day. The Clippers have literally played 16 games in the last 30 days. Okay?
Right.
So there's a lot of games being played. There was no time off for anybody. You can't use that same excuse for Dragic and Bam because they had 4 months off before the... You can't say, for example, AD and LeBron benefited because they had 4 months off. Everybody did. So they got injured. It was a freak thing. That's the injuries happen. The difference is when you take the injuries happen thing and put it in, well, they played 30 games in 30 days. Like
I don't think LeBron benefited from the time off. I think AD did.
I think
I think it probably fucking hurt LeBron, if anything.
He was playing. He was going to win the MVP if they played out that season.
Not only that, but like a player like him, he needs to.
Right, and he ramps it up.
LeBron, if you over his entire fucking career, if you've ever actually paid attention, he done like in Miami, where literally they would start to ramp up right about April, and then they would start taking off. That's the way LeBron's done his whole fucking career. He didn't. It hurt him. The bubble hurt him. Anthony Davis had helped him because it's less time for him to.
And he played great. The last thing I wanted to close up with was for example, his favorite thing to do is blame LeBron for playing a meaningless game on a Tuesday in Memphis, but then gets mad when he wants time off. I just it's a double-edged sword. You can't win with him. Now, Colin says,
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. Colin says, so he played a game this last week where who he would take So his scenario, Game 7 of the finals, 7 minutes to go, score tied, or was he? Game 7, it was like Game 7, few minutes left in the game tied. Who do you want on your team? What superstar do you want leading you? He did guys like MJ versus Kawhi. It was
Kawhi or the field.
Right.
Is that the game
no, it was Kawhi. It was Kawhi or the other guy.
Yeah.
Is I think
it's actually
the fucking thing.
Yep.
So for example, it was Kawhi and MJ. Kawhi and LeBron. Kawhi and KD. He said Kawhi.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I didn't get that one either.
Colin, listen. I don't like KD either, but that's silly. You have a 7-foot tall dude who can pull up from 35, or Kawhi? Yeah, Kawhi's better on defense, but that's the only thing he's better at.
But is he, or was he? You talking about in their prime? When was KD? When was Kawhi in his prime?
Yeah,
I'm sincerely asking.
I don't know. Nobody knows. Listen, with me, I don't care what level you're talking about. Kawhi is better at defense than KD.
Oh, for
prime
sure.
or not,
for sure.
So that part's beside the point.
Well, you know what you can't defend. Fucking KD rising up and fucking firing at
can't
you.
do it. Now, Skip says it's ridiculous that the 76 sorry, our audio podcast decided it didn't want to work today. Hey guys. So while we're waiting, why don't you guys tell me about your day? How's everything going? How's the fam? No tornadoes, so that's good.
Yeah.
Well. All right.
That's how tornadoes get you.
We're recording. Okay. Skip says it's ridiculous that the 76ers trade Ben Simmons, and he blames Embiid for losing against the Hawks. Said he had turnovers or whatever. Mm-hmm. But maybe if you had a point guard who could hit some free throws.
No, fuck that, bro. Go back and look at his fucking his shot taking in the fourth quarter. Was a fucking laugh.
Technically, he shot 100% from the fourth quarter in that series.
All right.
Now
tell the people.
Now he made 2 in Game 3 and like 1 in Game 4 and then none in the rest of the series.
My man spun off, dude, so vicious in Game 7. He spun
that
off.
That would have only tied it.
And he was right there, and instead of doing that, he passed it off to a.
Oh yeah, Ben got scared. It's Ben's fault.
You're right there.
He's 6'10". He doesn't have to jump,
bro. Just.
Ben Simmons is gonna get traded, and it's not ridiculous that they do it. Ben Simmons is. Listen, I see what he's saying. He's like a 6'10", super defensive wing player who can handle the ball. That's awesome. Can't just grow that on trees. Wait, you're right, but he doesn't play with Joel Embiid. That's it.
Couple things. One, if I trade for Ben Simmons on contingent, I would call him and be like, "You are not playing point guard."
I'm fine with that.
I'm not. You're not. You are going to be a fucking power forward. You're going to get your ass down there. I don't want you posting up outside. Sit your ass down in the fucking post. That's because apparently that's the only place you're effective on the offensive end.
But
because you can still guard any position you want him to guard.
Yep. A stopper like that, bro.
And 2, you ain't bringing the ball up the floor either. And I ain't giving shit up for him.
You know where he needs to go play.
I swear to fucking God, if you say Golden State or fucking LA, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
No, not LA. Fuck LA. Keep Ben Simmons away from the
Why
Lakers.
does he need to go to Golden State?
Okay, listen.
What is?
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Hey.
What is Golden State's whole philosophy?
Shoot the ball.
What can't Ben Simmons do?
Shoot the ball. But what could listen. Shh. I want you to close your eyes and envision this for me.
No, right, I'm not closing them. I'll keep them open.
Draymond Green, 6'7", greatest defender in the NBA, right?
Shoots with a backpack on.
Yes. You take him out, you put Ben Simmons in. That team wins the title next year. Healthy Steph, healthy Clay, Ben Simmons at the 4, Andrew Wiggins at the small forward, James Wiseman at the 5 wins the playoffs, wins the series, and wins the championship next season.
Nope.
Yep. 100%.
Nope. Because you know why? Grab Ben Simmons, do that, send his ass to the free throw line, can't do shit.
Okay. Or he's now spent a full calendar year with the 2 greatest shooters of all time.
Nope.
Who helped Andrew Wiggins shoot?
Nope.
Kent Bazemore? Yeah. Nah.
All right, man. You can't keep basing shit off fucking 2K, bro. Andrew Wiggins is trash.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Kent Bazemore. How many people out there even knew Kent Bazemore was a basketball player? Kent Bazemore sounds like somebody that fucking plays on a CW.
Ben Simmons on the Warriors is a perfect.
No, it's a terrible.
Because you got a guy who can run downhill, kick it to Steph, kick it to Clay. He plays great defense.
I'm not a Ben Simmons fan at all. But if he goes to a contender where he can kind of just like contribute a little bit, he'd be all right.
That's why.
But he does not fit.
He fits perfectly. So, Draymond Green can't shoot either.
Steph Curry, he can hit him better than fucking Ben Simmons. At least he's not afraid to fucking shoot the goddamn ball.
Yes.
All right, let me play a scenario for you, right? Because everybody knows how fucking Golden State and Steve Kerr runs his team, yeah? Mm-hmm. So you got Steph dribbling like crazy, dribbling.
He gets picked. He gets picked. Who says a pick?
Ben Simmons, right?
The bigger, better defender, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He swings out. They're already guarding the paint. They know he can't fucking shoot. Kicks it out to Ben Simmons, who's standing on the wing.
Drive. Oh, no, we got to guard Ben. Kick it to Clay. Clay 3. Bam. And he can guard your other team's best player, so Clay doesn't have to get as tired.
First of all, Clay ain't even playing because he's still hurt.
When?
Forever. He's done. Ben Simmons for... Now, here's why I don't like Ben Simmons. First of all, he lives in an echo chamber. He only surrounds himself with fucking family.
Allegedly.
He surrounds himself with family. He won't fucking work out. And just now, right now, you're finally talking about changing your shooting hand? Get the fuck on, bro.
Wait. You can't just blow past that. What did he say? He said he was going to switch hands?
They're talking about him switching hands, bro.
I've been saying it for years.
We said it when Boy was in LSU, bro.
That article I read changed my philosophy forever. How you going to make 95% of your shots with your right hand and shoot left-handed? How you going to dribble the ball and watch his free throw. He dribbles the ball with his right hand, brings it up, like he's going to shoot it right-handed, and then moves it to his left side of his face. And then shoots left-handed with his arm like this. Mm-hmm. Because it's wrong hand, jackass. There's a video of him. There's a video of him at the 76ers facility, right? He's like at a diagonal from the hoop, like full court, right? He picks up the ball with his left hand, grabs it with his right, throws it like a football, right-handed, all the way across, nothing but net. But he wants to try to shoot jumpers with his left hand.
He drives with his right. Like, it's his dominant hand, man. Like, you're a fucking moron. This is the problem with having favorite players like we have. These ones with these fucking killer work ethics. You see these fuckers who are born with crazy abilities, and you're just content as fuck with just being who you are. It's like Russell Westbrook. How the fuck can you still not shoot, bro? You got all that athletic ability. He takes them. How you got all that athletic ability? And that, like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's that, like, I'm sure you, I'm going to say this, and somebody's going to pop in your head. Where you were playing with somebody, I don't care what sport it was.
Oh,
and
done.
You saw them.
Yeah.
And you were like, God damn, that fucker's just crazy.
Yep, got him. Yep. Mm-hmm.
He does that to NBA players.
Yeah.
But, like, I know you can't shoot, I ain't worried about it. That's crazy. Like, I don't understand.
But some people just can't.
Like Rajon. Rajon took so fucking, and this is what, because people were.
But it took him a long time to develop the shot.
People always used to say, "Oh, Rajon, he can't shoot. His hands are too big." Bullshit. He was a dagger last year for fucking LA.
He was great.
And this year he was killing it too.
So he doesn't play anymore.
Oh yeah, he plays for the Clippers and they're fucking trash. When you're led by a trash ass coach and two fucking Robins. You got two number twos on your team, and that's why Clippers will never win a championship. You don't have an alpha on your team.
Book, game 1 puts up 40, 11, and 10 in game 1. Skip says, "Well, look at the last 9 minutes. He was 0 for 5 with some horrible shots. So it's really not that impressive."
So maybe he was tired.
So maybe he won the fucking game. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
he won the game.
What are we talking about?
And then he says Paul George scored 2 points in the fourth, but he was really good.
So here's my problem.
And so look, right. So he says Book wasn't that good. Look at the last 9 minutes. He missed all these shots. Shannon says Paul George scored 2 points in the fourth quarter. Skip says, "Well, what did he do the rest of the game?" Huh? Moving on.
He does contradict himself.
In the fucking.
That's why I can't watch it.
In the same fucking paragraph, he'll do it.
I would break my fucking TV.
Next. Steven ain't. Now listen.
I don't understand how you can be a fan of Skip.
I'm not a fan. Whoa.
I'm not talking about in general.
Oh.
Like, I don't understand how people like Ben. Ben will turn him on and agree with every fucking thing he says.
Do you know why?
Because you have the same philosophy, but in your mind you think. Because I genuinely, I'm going to keep saying this forever. I genuinely don't think Skip believes most of the shit that he says. I think it's a character.
Yeah.
He's just spinning the shit, saying the shit for shock value.
Yep, I agree.
But like Ben walks around like really believing that shit. People out there like it's like again like
dog. He calls LeBron James Lagon. He's paid millions and millions and millions.
Why are we
of dollars.
still talking about LeBron James? My man's been out the playoffs for a minute.
Dog, the other day, he tweets, the playoffs just keep better and better. I hope LeBron's watching. He's in Cancun, bro. Come on.
Feet up.
He does it. He's like, where's LeBron James? I haven't seen him in so long. Skip, he went to the finals for 10 years in a row.
Here's my problem. What the fuck are you talking about?
And 11 out of the 12.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, too. Because there was a clip that I just saw literally earlier, like right before I came over here, of LeBron. He's at one of his kids' games. He's either his kid or Dwayne Wade's kid. Either way. He's at the kid, watching his kids play. So if he shows
Is the
up...
one with Drake?
No.
Oh, the one from today? Because that was his other son, his youngest son.
So
Bryce.
He's being a dad right now.
Yeah.
But say for instance, he shows up, Clippers, when they go home, he shows up to a Clippers game.
Right.
The first thing they're going to say is, here goes LeBron, making the playoffs all about him. Like,
He damned if you do, damned if you don't.
bro, like, let that man be a dad, for fuck's sake.
Bro, he's getting hyped because his kid's doing Euro steps. His fucking, like, little 13-year-old's doing Euro steps. And he's like, ah! Like, that's cool. I can't wait to get that excited when my kid does stuff. Like, man, fuck out of here. Listen, this pissed you off more than it pissed me off. I understand why you're mad. But Stephen A. said Book is the next Kobe.
He's fucking full of shit.
Whoa! Hey. What he means is Devin Booker's game resembles Kobe's.
In what way? Because he's a bucket?
He shoots mid-ranges, hits a good fadeaway. Yeah, he's a solid offensive player.
Good
Kobe played both ends of the court.
Yep.
But
does Devin Booker play defense?
Not as well as Kobe.
Has Devin Booker made an all-defensive team?
No. Has he ever been accused of playing defense? Not really. Listen, that's not the point.
How are you the next somebody if you don't do everything that they do? I don't understand that. That's like when they were saying Ben Simmons is the next LeBron James.
Oh yeah.
But LeBron's been shooting. He's never been a fucking crazy dead eye from three,
right.
But he's been able to hit them. Ben Simmons airballs threes.
No. Ben Simmons doesn't take them.
Doesn't even fucking take layups underneath the rim. Like, get the fuck out! Get the fuck on.
But I agree. It's a little bit crazy for Stephen A. to say stuff like that. Stephen A's been on
the
one.
The comp is that fucking Devin Booker is the youngest person to reach 7,000 points. Like he beat Kobe. The thing that you're going to fucking talk about is the fact that Kobe didn't really play his first year. So,
first two, really, right?
What the fuck are we talking about, dude?
Hey. Come on. It makes you mad because it's Kobe, and I know you're defensive of him, but just understand.
No, it's because it's asinine.
I agree. It's ass a 10. Ass 11.
It's so fucking dumb. Like, why are we talking about? Why can't we just enjoy the Devin Booker?
That's all I'm asking.
Why can't we say, damn, Devin Booker's a good ass fucking player?
Doug, I'm with you, 100%.
No, he's gonna be the next Kobe. Like, because you know why? It's because that generation of fucking what's the next Michael Jordan? It's done. It's dead. Jordan's been done for too fucking long.
It took 18 years though.
Yeah, bro. And nobody. Because here's the thing. So literally, you had Michael Jordan, then you had Kobe Bryant, who were fairly close to each other.
Yeah.
But we've put fucking Jordan up here on this pedestal, but Kobe's a little more attainable to some people. But you can't say LeBron because LeBron, we never seen dude before. So you can't. Nobody's saying, "Well, next LeBron James." Go fuck yourself. Stop comparing them and just enjoy what we're watching, bro.
Proud of you. You did good.
Stop putting Kobe Bryant's name in your mouth, Stephen A. If you're gonna say stupid shit.
All right. So the Clippers choked away Game 2. Obviously, that was the game against the Suns with that crazy ass buzzer beater. Paul George choked hard as fuck, just all over the court, choked it. He gave him a B+, even though he choked the game away.
0 for 2, because if he hits those, there is no.
No, there's no. Ooh, you have to hit a 3, and that can only tie. You can't win. So, listen, let's talk about something real quick, guys. If LeBron missed those 2 free throws, what does Stephen A give him? A negative F? You know what I'm saying? It's not Stephen A. I mean Skip, Bip, Chip, the whole lot of them.
All 3 of them give him a fucking 0.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
says he's a choke artist.
We agree that Skip's biased. One last point, and we'll get out of your hair. Max Kellerman, your favorite guy, said
I hate Max Kellerman.
Trae Young has a higher ceiling than Steph Curry.
Does he? Does he? You realize without Steph Curry, there is no Trae Young, right?
100%. Do you realize that Steph Curry shoots the greatest shooter of all time, and Trae Young takes a whole fuckload and doesn't make a whole lot of them.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
I'm ready.
Just go, and this, we'll end it after this.
Yeah.
Because you guys aren't ready for this. When Steph Curry retires, strictly just because of the pure unless some craziness shit happens and all of a sudden he just forgets how to shoot a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, he's gonna go down to me when he retires, and I'm not putting him there before this, but when he retires, I'm gonna put him in my top 5 of all time. Surely, because what we're about to see in these next 25 years is gonna be straight up because of Steph Curry. I will take Shaq out of my top 5. I will go.
You got Shaq at 5?
Yeah, I will go in no particular order. I'm not trying to start this argument with you right now. Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Magic Johnson, Steph Curry.
Shaq at 6. Who's 7? Kobe. Who's 8?
Larry Bird.
Who's 9?
Duncan.
10?
Hakeem? I might put Wilt at 10.
It's bold, sir. Very bold.
I'm thinking of it from a purely take away his crazy game because it's fucking insane. How he's gonna affect basketball is literally we've only seen this one time, and it's Michael Jordan.
Thank you for listening to the Flex and Nerd podcast. I got nothing. That was a brilliant take because it's the best thing you've ever said on the show.
I won't. Yeah, like I said, I won't say it. I won't say it until he retires for sure. But when he retires, I think I'm gonna put him at 5.
I'm gonna go ahead and play the outro music. Thank you guys for listening. Come back next week. Hopefully we're on a more regular schedule, unless some more bullshit happens. But we should be back to normal recording and stuff, uploading. Shouts to Beast Marketing again for making the cool banner that you see on the YouTube
Thanks for
channel.
stopping by.
Yeah, the YouTube channel you see, our Facebook page. That's all him. It's much love. Go check out Beast Marketing. Actually, they do a lot of stuff.
A Facebook page.
Yeah, so go check them out, man. They'll maybe they'll make you something, I was gonna try to look. Oh, it's a dog. All right. Anyway, let me play our outro music and we can get the hell out of here. Appreciate you guys for coming and listening, and I will catch you guys
next time.
Later. Jackass.
I know, but you said later.
Shut up. Oh, I can't show. That's my email.